with your nonsense, and don't lie about this being her first job. We know what you're doing there.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. That's what it is.
The president is focused on ensuring that the most competent individuals, the best and the brightest in this country, are in positions in this federal.
Here's Joy Behar openly objectifying the White House press secretary, reducing her to nothing more than her looks. She flat out claimed she only got the job because she's hot. Now, Behar's shocking departure from The View has sent ripples through the media world, leaving fans, critics, and even her co-hosts in disbelief. She survived countless controversies with her unfiltered takes, but this time, it looks like she finally crossed the line.
Joy Behar may have your jobs because of wokeness, but do not smear a competent professional woman like Caroline Leavitt.
The firestorm ignited when Joy Behar took a swipe at Caroline Leavitt, Donald Trump's press secretary, because, of course, the so-called feminist just had to weigh in. And this is exactly why she's on The View instead of working for the most powerful man in the world. Her remarks were instantly blasted as inappropriate and hypocritical. During a segment, she didn't hold back, implying that Leavitt wasn't chosen for her skills or experience, but simply because, in Trump's eyes, she was attractive. The moment Behar made the remark, gasps filled the studio. Her own panelists looked stunned.
Here is Joy objectifying the White House press secretary, saying she only has the job because she's hot.
For years, she's branded herself as within minutes, Twitter was on fire. Hashtags like #CancelJoyBehar and #FireJoyBehar took over as furious viewers voiced their outrage. Even some of her most—
You would not sing? No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon.
Rather than just calling out Behar in a statement or interview, Leavitt took things up a notch. She hit back with a lawsuit. She's accusing Behar
about it. I think art is art, and you have a right to perform.
Behind closed doors, ABC executives were scrambling, holding urgent meetings to figure out their next move. The lawsuit put them in a tough spot. If they stood by Behar, they risked getting dragged into a messy legal battle that could stain their reputation. But if they dropped her, they'd be losing one of their most recognizable and controversial stars. Either way, the stakes were high. Behind the scenes at The View, tensions were boiling over.
Where you want to perform. I agree with you, Joy. I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
ABC executives were weighing their options. Should they suspend Behar, demand a public apology, or push her to step down completely? What started as a media frenzy had escalated into a full-blown crisis, and the network was running out of ways to contain the damage. Then came the bombshell. Joy Behar was out at The View. ABC's official statement was carefully worded, claiming she had decided to step away. But the timing—
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. That's what it is.
Here is Joy objectifying the White House press secretary, saying she only has the job because she's hot.
Many are convinced that ABC executives made the call behind the scenes, quietly deciding that Behar had become too much of a liability. With the lawsuit looming and public outrage escalating, keeping her on the show was no longer an option. Reactions to Behar's exit were all over the place. Some cheered, saying she had gotten away with outrageous remarks for too long and it was finally time for real consequences. Others, however, claimed ABC had folded under pressure, silencing one of The View's most outspoken voices over political backlash. The debate—
Who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion.
With Behar out, the big question remains: what's next for The View? ABC now faces a tough choice. Do they bring in someone new? And if so, who has the guts to step into the firestorm she left behind? Meanwhile, the lawsuit still looms. Will ABC strike a deal with Leavitt to make this all go away? Or is this battle heading straight to court, putting the network's reputation at even greater risk? This controversy goes far beyond The View. It shines a spotlight on the increasing scrutiny media personalities face and raises big questions about accountability and
how well you can do your job, and the American people agree with that sentiment. So it's about competence, skill, and merit.
Since her exit, Behar has stayed noticeably quiet. only fueling speculation about what she'll do next. Will she break her silence, defend herself, and try to take back the narrative? Or will she disappear from the spotlight altogether, hoping to avoid any more damage to her legacy? Right now, no one knows, but the world is watching. Will Behar make a comeback on TV? That remains to be seen. But one thing is undeniable. Her abrupt exit marks the end of an era.
Now to the cackling witch herself, Joy Behar from The View, whose jealousy is something to behold.
No matter what ABC decides, revamping the show, bringing in another bold personality, or playing it safe, The View will never be the same. And now?
Because Caroline would wipe the floor with you bitter banshees any day.
This saga is far from over. Stay tuned, because the next big twist could drop at any moment. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more jaw-dropping stories like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss the next big twist.